Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's All City Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. Hey, the Needle Threader badge. Have you guys tested a Needle Threader badge out? I have trouble even rolling Needle Threader off my tongue. Try to say it fast 3 times, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble out there. But try to use the badge, and you may turn into a goat, and you can't use the cap badge, because you already know what I talked about, turning into a goat out there with the capping badge, or the cap a lot badge. If you're not familiar with the cap a lot badge, go check it out. Hey, we're about to hit a goal of 10,000 subscribers, and to commemorate us hitting 10,000 subscribers, and for me allowing me the opportunity to show my appreciation to you guys, our sponsor, GS Vet, shout out to Craig out there, appreciate you, man. He's the owner, he runs a non-profit, and they're doing a giveaway, a grocery giveaway this weekend in Detroit. I put the information, matter of fact, I'll have the information in the description below, but the reason why I'm bringing that up is because he is sponsoring our 200,000 giveaway to commemorate us hitting 10,000 subscribers. Not only that, just to kind of add to the holiday spirit, you know what I'm saying? It's the time of giving, it's the holiday season. The holiday season is upon us, and there's no better time to selflessly give out there. Pardon my stutter, but you know, I get excited during the holiday season, and when I see people pay it forward in this way, you know, if you're blessed out there, such as myself, I consider myself blessed. If you have God's blessing out there, share those blessings, man. Give them to other people, pass them along, pay them forward, you feel me? And trust me, when you give out that energy out there, especially during the holiday season, God is watching, y'all. Give out those blessings, and all them blessings are gonna come right back. Trust and believe, man. I don't know if this comes with age, or you develop a certain wisdom, but you learn very quickly in life that it's not about receiving, it's really about how much you can give, of yourself, and how much you can give of your blessings. And when you start sharing your blessings, all of that is gonna come back, and it'll probably come back tenfold. All right, I don't want to yap your ear off, but this is just some things that I say, hey, it's the holiday season, let's kind of keep this thing going and share this with other people, because you never know, in the back of your mind, your subconscious, you're out there, you're like, damn, I got this chicken sandwich, I might could share this half a chicken sandwich with a friend or something like that. You never know. I got 6 chicken McNuggets, I could give 3 of them to my little cousin, because he's looking hungry over there, little skinny kid over there looking hungry. But anyway, you already know. All right, let's get into what we're talking about here. Needle Threader. Now I'm gonna pull up some gameplay for you guys, because I want you guys to see. I'm gonna put this in the background here. I'm gonna just play this off. So I wanted to try and, damn, I messed that all the way up. I see it in the background here. Let me put on the other display right here. There we go. I think that's a little better. Let me see if I move this over. I shouldn't have this black bar here. I don't know where did that come from. Let me take off the other display. Maybe that's what it is. But I see this black bar here. I don't know what's going on with that. I have it set up that, anyway, we'll just move it into place there. All right. Needle Threader. If you're out there, everybody knows that passing lane steals is a problem, and it's not for every single team out there. You're not having this problem like going up against any random team in rec. So considering the Needle Threader badge, I equipped it on Hall of Fame for this video. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna see it pop up on the top right there. This was my live stream from last night, the gameplay that you see here, which is why it's behind my camera that you're looking at right now is actually my live stream camera. But anyway, neither here nor there. I'm just saying that when I'm testing out these badges, I'm doing it during our live stream. You know, we create this dialogue, we talk about badges. Well, hey, let's equip it and put it to the test. So I put Needle Threader to the test, and immediately, y'all, when I say immediate, you notice a difference immediately when you put on Needle Threader. We played some real tough teams last night, and they were getting a lot of, there was this one team in particular that, you see the homie Agent Q, I don't know if you guys could see that comment, but he says, told you, Needle Threader OP. But anyway, what I mean to say is that there's teams that actually come together. They developed these players to play passing lane steals. So we came up against, like, this team had pretty much no big centers. They were just like maybe 6'11" rebounding wings. Yeah, 2 6'11" type rebounding wings, maybe even 6'10". I'm not exactly sure of the height, but what I'm saying is these teams, they kind of came together. They developed their team around getting into those passing lanes. I don't know if you guys ever come across these teams that are just OP in the passing lane. So we came across one of those teams last night. I don't think this is the team in particular that you see in the background there, but we did come across them, which is why we readjusted and started coming up with a new game plan and what badges we should equip. And this was all on live stream. If you're not familiar with a live stream, check us out. We live stream on 5 different platforms: Twitch, Mixer, DLive, Facebook, and YouTube. Here on YouTube. So yeah, definitely come check us out. But anyway, so we came up with a master plan, and this is with, you know, the people in our live stream. After they're watching our gameplay as well, they're like, hey, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. So anyway, we came to the conclusion that I'd be running the point guard position, and I'm gonna equip and try out this needle threader badge. Now, I didn't only have needle threader. Now I have some passing ability. You know, I have a decent amount of passing IQ, and I also have the dimer badge. So dimer, for instance, the difference between dimer and needle threader is dimer is gonna, you'll see it activate soon as they hit, you feel me? So like, and dimer, it changes your it seems like it changes your passing speed. Your pass is a lot crisper just with dimer alone. And as you guys know from last year, I had a pure playmaker last year, but as you guys know, dimer alone last year was just goated. It changed your passing ability completely. You put that joint on I think you could put it on Hall of Fame, whatever. Anyway, you put that joint on Hall of Fame and you was goated, man. Like, you could pass way across court and you was good money. But this year, these passing lane steals are, wow, they're just like OP out there. These, especially if you play against a team that sets up for passing lane steals or passing lane type of defense. So they play a zone and they get in those passing lanes, whatever. So this year, it seems like they mixed dimer with needle threader. So needle threader is just exactly how it sounds. You know, you're trying to thread the needle on your passes. It makes it a little more difficult for the defense to get into those passing lanes. Dimer will increase your speed and it'll hit just straight off passes. You'll, as long as they hit afterwards, after your pass, your dimer badge will be activated. But dimer is passive. It's a passive badge in a way that it changes the speed of your passing, so that's great along with dimer. But hitting, so you want to hit those backdoor cuts. You got a center on defense that's pressing too high, so he's putting pressure on me as a guard coming down the court, and he's trying to cut off that any type of room at the perimeter. So you're gonna need some passing, some backdoor cuts, right? You're gonna need those backdoor cuts to incorporate into your game plan. So this is what we had to come to yesterday. This is why needle threader came in handy. And it ain't only for passing into those backdoor cuts, it's for threading between defense. So any two type of defenders that are closing out, trying to hit a man. So I like to have our shooters wrap around sometimes. I like to cut in, try to break down the defense, go down the middle, and then hit the corner when their defender collapses. When the person who's guarding the corner collapses, I like to dish out. So this is when I saw needle threader really at its full potential. Is that when I was hitting those backdoor cuts, man, that pass was like a dart. You know how you guys, when you grab a rebound, you hit R1, L1 or something like that. You want to get that outlet pass very quickly, hit R1, L1. So this is the kind of dart that needle threader gave me. Immediately noticed it. So I'm not saying this will work for every single player. I have a decent amount of passing IQ, and I also have a decent amount of passing ability on my player. So to take that into consideration, I'm not exactly sure if it'll work on, say, like a player with no passing ability tries to equip needle threader and they think they're going to be a GOAT. I can't say that that'll be the case. If that's the case for you, then let us know in the comment section. I'm sure a ton of us would love to hear from you. But as far as needle threader on my player last night, I can say that I highly recommend it, as these passing lane steals are super overpowered, and you got teams coming together, building players around getting into passing lanes. Now, I would say that they're far and few in between as far as the competition out there. You know, very often we're blowing teams out in rec and pro-am, whatever. But you will come across these teams that are created just to get in, you know, high defense oriented type of teams that they create just to get into these passing lanes. So they're pretty much giving up boards in hopes that they'll get a turnover. They'll put these small centers out there just in hopes that they'll get turnovers off of these passing lanes, putting pressure on the point guard. So taking those things into consideration, setting up your offense properly. A lot of people don't realize that it's not just the badges that'll get you, you know, what you need, you know, like in a sense, like you put on needle threader, you think you're just gonna go in and pass it right into the paint. It's not just the badges. Very often your positioning as a point guard, and I'm not gonna speak on like I'm the most goated point guard out there, you know, that's definitely not me, especially this year. But my IQ for basketball in general is there because I've been playing basketball for so many years. So, and I started at a really young age. But anyway, and we used to run tournaments after tournaments after tournaments. I mean, I have 2-3 games in different tournaments throughout New York City. So it'd be like that. And you get like a ton of information from different coaches and how to, you know, run your offense. But anyway, neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, as a point guard, analyze your defense. You're coming down the court, analyze your defense. You know, I made a video about breaking down zones. You guys could check that out on my channel. But as a point guard, you're coming down the court, you want to break down a zone, or you want to analyze your defense. So come up slow, easy, especially if you find yourself getting a lot of passing lane steals, and find yourself getting a lot of passing lane turnovers, excuse me. If you find yourself in that situation, then there's something that you're missing as a point guard. Slow it down. And it's not always, there's another, I'm just dropping some little gems here for you guys, but it's not always that as a point guard your pass is gonna equate to, you know, a successful completion type of thing. You know, very often you have to set up a pass to another pass, and you have to play with a team that understands that it's not just the pressure that right after your pass somebody needs to complete a shot or complete a layup or whatnot. Is as a point guard, facilitating your offense in the sense that you want to move the defense or see how the defense moves. So very often you got to come down the court slow and easy. Set up a play, run a set. How about running a set out there? So in a sense, like, hey, I always bring the ball down to right in the middle, but I might move toward the right. Say I'm at the perimeter, I might move toward the right and see what the bottom, we're talking about way over on the bottom left. If I move over to the right on the top side of the perimeter there, the bottom left, whoever's guarding that defender right there, whoever's guarding our corner, normally shifts over. For some strange reason, you see these little things happen. Very often as a point guard, I'm running point guard and only paying attention to their center to see how the centers play. Do we have backdoor cuts? Is the center playing too high? Is the center playing too low? Is the center just dead in the paint? If the center's dead in the paint, then we have perimeter options. You know, these are things to consider when you want to add on and kind of progress as a point guard and add on these badges. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't just equip needle threader and think you're goated out there. So please don't come back on the channel and say needle threader is garbage. No, it's not only that. If needle threader will help you with your IQ. It's a complimentary badge in the sense that if you have the IQ, needle threader will be overpowered for you. So these are things to consider when you're, you know, thinking about that needle threader badge. And I also think it's a complimentary badge in the sense that you want to have dimer. So dimer and needle threader on together will help remember, Needle Threader won't activate off a straight pass. So if you're coming down the court and you just hit your wing, you're coming down the middle, you just hit your wing, it's not gonna activate. Needle Threader is exactly what it says. When you thread the needle, when you throw a pass that's between the fenders, then you'll see your badge activate and you'll see the full effectiveness of Needle Threader. So I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing to the channel as we're trying to hit our sub goal of 10,000 subscribers. And I just want to say thank you to you all, man. You guys are helping me to become a better content creator with each passing day. One of the homies said, hey man, we need some new gameplay in the background. Put something new. My head is about to explode with the same gameplay. So say, hey, all right, I could put some new gameplay in the background and show you guys what Needle Threader can do out here. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Catch you next time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel as we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. And if you want to stay connected with me and the All City Live TV community, then join us on Twitch and Discord. The links will be in the description below. Easy, y'all.